All right, what's up, guys? Hope you guys are having a great day. I'm coming back to you guys with another CFM episode, man. The series has been moving. I'm loving it. We're playing every game. I haven't had to get any force wins yet. No one's quit yet, so it's been absolutely awesome. We're playing one of the best players in the entire league today, the Buffalo Bills. He's 4-1, and he has the #1 ranked offense in the league. Super unique. He actually runs that spread formation, which I'm kind of known for. I'm running trips just because it matches my abilities and stuff like that right now. But yeah, he's running spread. He's going to be trying to glitch out my man coverage a lot, motioning people back and forth. You guys are going to see it, man. He might have an ag glitch as well. It's honestly pretty crazy. But it's an awesome game. Super back and forth. Comes down to the wire. And let's go ahead and jump into the highlights, man. Before we do that, please do me a huge favor. Leave me a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps me out a ton. I appreciate the support as always. And now we're ready for the highlights, man. Let's go ahead and get it. All right, so here we go, guys. We're taking on one of the top teams in the league, the #1 ranked offense by stats, man. He is 4-1, and he actually runs a very unique offense. On defense, he's running some pretty standard stuff. A lot of three-man rushes in there, not really blitzing too much. But Devontae Parker coming up with a big-time catch. Devontae Parker, Kelsey, and Kupp, obviously the focal points of our offense. But guess who, man? John Ross. I'm so excited to have this guy on the team, man. I told you guys a couple episodes ago that I was thinking about trading for him from the Bengals. We finally made it happen. We traded Byron Pringle and Jamal Dean. Jamal Dean, 93 speed, one of the top corners in the game at a very young age, star dev as well. But, you know, I feel like we had one extra guy. I feel like Travarius Ward, not the greatest corner in the world, but he's 91 speed. He's still serviceable. We can put him out there, and, you know, we can probably just match him up against the weakest receiver of my opponent, and then we can go ahead, pick up John Ross, and it proves to be a valuable trade early, man. He takes the top off. You guys watched me last year. You guys know John Ross was one of my favorite players in the game. I actually have a John Ross Washington jersey in my closet, so we'll have to break that out for the playoffs, man, for good luck. But speaking of good luck, not so much of that right there, man. As we fumbled, Josh Norman on the scoop up to the 18-yard line. So a really good start for us, man. We scored 7. We got to stop, and then yeah, and then we fumbled right there, though. Byron Jones dropping the pick. This is going to be a very rough game for Byron Jones. You guys are going to see it. And you guys are going to notice, man, this game as well, my opponent does a ton of motioning in it. Now, I'm going to edit out most of it just because it's not very fun to sit there and watch my opponent motion, flip, motion. But this guy was motioning and flipping almost every single play. And right there, man, John Ross taking the top off once again on the deep post route. And hey, man, if he doesn't finish the job, he'll do it on the next play, man. John Ross in the back of the end zone on, once again, another deep post route. So John Ross adds this whole other element to our offense that we lost after trading McCole Hardman. Guess who we traded McCole Hardman to, man? We traded him to the Bills, and McCole Hardman, I think he's the top receiver in the league right now. He takes the absolute top off to bring the game within 4. But yeah, after losing Hardman and Reek, I probably shouldn't have traded both of them. We were in desperate need of some speed. We go ahead and get that for honestly not a lot. Jamal Dean, obviously a great player, but I feel like those receivers are so valuable with how fast they are. And John Ross, one of my favorite players in Madden, period. So I'm super happy that we pick him up. We get that much needed speed factor back, and then we still have Kupp, Devontae Parker, and Kelsey as well with Cottrell. So Cottrell, obviously a bit of a goon as well, but oh my God, is this an absolute beam right here? Speaking of Cottrell, backside, he doesn't need the route running, man. He's going to cook the corner in man-to-man coverage, and just an absolute beam right there. We had the X-Factor bazooka activated for some extra throw power down the field, and Mahomes throws it on an absolute rope. But Hardman taking the top off once again. I played a ton of cover 0 here. Going back, I probably should have gave some safety help over the top of Hardman. He's just killing me, man. Hardman. But honestly, I was okay with this. Like I said, we've already forced a pick. We've been getting some sacks here and there that I kind of been cutting out. Again, ton of pressure. Byron Jones, acrobat, leaping for it. Isn't able to break it up, and Diggs with a catch. So this guy has an absolutely amazing receiving core. He has McCole Hardman, who's probably a top 3 receiver in CFM. He has Diggs, who's probably top 5, maybe not top 5, top 10. Super tough, though. Pretty speedy as well, like 93 speed. And then he also has John Brown, who, again, another really solid all-around receiver. Pretty fast, good route running. So this guy's got some great players. Andre Roberts with abilities at running back as well. And right here, man, I kind of make a really bad decision. We had it open for sure. We just waited too long. He was able to make a really nice play with his user, cut back to it, and I didn't realize he had acrobat. He dives, and as you can see here, man, my opponent's just glitching out my zones. He was doing this like all game, and Byron Jones. I'm going to have to pull Byron Jones aside, man, after the game and have a little talk with him, man. He might have to run some sprints at practice next time. I don't know what was going on in this game, but he just got absolutely agged. I think that was by John Brown. And yeah, we're having a tough time out here. What I did is I sorted my corners by speed. So I think that's what may be going on there. It's not something I typically do, but because Hardman was burning me so bad, I wanted my fastest corner on him. Right there, though, my opponent takes a really bad sack before half. It kills the clock, and then we get agged again. This time by Hardman. I'm not really sure what's going on. I don't know if my opponent has glitch. I don't know if it's because he's motioning everyone back and forth and stuff like this, but man, we needed that one bad, bro. We needed that one bad. We were getting agged. We were getting glitched. We sent a ton of pressure off the edge. He tried to motion block. He messed it up. Our guy comes free, forces the throw out of sack, falls right to our corner for a really nice interception, and then boom, John Ross taking the top off once again, man. John Ross, man, I can tell I'm going to love this connection for however many seasons the CFM lasts. I absolutely love John Ross, and if we could at some point get him abilities, I think that would be absolutely amazing. But a really nice dot on a crosser here to Stephon Diggs. My opponent's only down 11, man. A lot of time left, and then he hits me with a really nice run to Andre Roberts. Byron Jones got pancaked in the back. If you can see there, he literally just went limp in the knees and falls to the ground. So Byron Jones having one of the roughest games I think I've ever seen in my entire life from a player. But he redeems himself right there, man, coming up with a big-time interception. I was really nervous he was going to get agged again. He went back to that. He scored on it earlier. I thought maybe he had a glitch. Maybe it was just a really good route or something where he just gets crazy animations. But Byron Jones redeeming himself, coming up with a huge interception. You know, he's had a rough game, but you know, if he forces a turnover, turnovers are hard to come by in CFM, I feel like, with how good offenses are, how explosive they are. Anytime we get a turnover, that is much needed. Right here, some really good defense from my opponent. And you could see there, man, Devontae Parker got pressed into Narnia right there. Like, I don't even know what just happened. He has route tech, and I've never seen a dude get pressed so bad in my life. Like, he got pressed off the line and then got pressed again as he started running his route. It was so bad, and it was literally by a nobody corner. But right here, man, yeah, I was just talking good about Byron Jones. I was just talking good about him. He goes right back to it, acts me again. Kind of a brutal sequence of events right there, man. But he had a really nice dot in the corner route down the sideline, and then basically just goes to his ag play right there. He tries to hit the hitch route, but CJ Henderson is having none of it. And up 5, this is a huge play because now we're up 7. Huge play, man. But if you give up a 2-point conversion, that's pretty bad. Like, you can't do that because now I'm up 7. If he didn't get it, worst case scenario, he's down 5, he gets a stop, he scores 7. He's like in a really good spot to win the game. But now if he gets a stop and scores, like, I'm still probably likely to win just because it's 7-7. I don't have to worry about getting points. I can play, however reckless or however safe I want with no real worries about it. So right there, man, Cooper Kupp actually almost breaking free, doing some dances. Honestly, almost breaking 2 tackles and getting out of there. That would have been pretty crazy. I don't really know if Cooper Kupp has the breakaway speed, but man, we are getting shedded late in this game. His D-line turned it up late. And we're in trouble, man. 2-man rush right here. 3rd and 3. Once again, everything is bagged, and the 2-man rush gets home. That's one of the things I do not like about Madden 21 is that 2-man rush is so good. We're put in a really tough spot here with only a minute 44, and we throw a laser to Devontae Parker. He had been pressing my soul in on every play, so what I decided to do, man, is motion over Devontae Parker with that route tech and on a slant where he couldn't get bumped. I knew he was going to get wide open. It saves us the game right there. A huge conversion, and we try to go for some extra XP at the end of the game. I probably should have just kneeled it. I don't want to lose to this guy. This is a really good win for us because he does have a good record, and we are in a really tough division with another pro player as the Raiders. So we're gonna move on, man. I think we're 4-1 or 5-1 after this game. Not really sure, but we're gonna get one upgrade here. Cottrell after catching that deep post touchdown. So not too many great upgrades, but a really big dub for us nonetheless, man. We got to try to finish out the season as strong as possible. See if we can win every game from here on out. I appreciate you guys for watching, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.